Hello and welcome to day 24. Today we're going to do dancer pose, so if you need a strap, you can grab one. I'll show you at the end how to use the strap. So when you're ready, we're just going to come to the top of the mat with hands at heart center. On inhale, spin those hands all the way up overhead, exhaling to fold forward. Inhaling to your halfway lift, flat back, exhale to fold forward. Then we're going to step back with that right foot. On an inhale, we're going to sweep those hands all the way up overhead, rising up towards that crescent pose, finding that strong stance. Then an exhale, we're going to bring those arms out to the side, gaze over towards the left, so it's going to be a twist. And then on your exhale, we're going to drop that knee down, uncurling those toes, keeping those arms spread out. Then inhaling to come back over towards center. Exhaling down towards the left. Inhaling to center, hands overhead. Exhaling towards the left. Then your next inhale, windmilling those arms all the way back up over to center, hands overhead. Then exhaling, drop those hands, framing the left foot. Then on an exhale, we're going to push back, straighten out through that left leg, coming up onto the heel. Inhaling to move forward, pushing those hips forward. Exhaling to push back, dropping the head and neck. Inhaling to move forward. One more. Exhaling to push back. Going a little bit deeper maybe. Then inhaling to move forward. Then curling those toes under, we're going to lift up, and then we're going to step that left foot back towards that downward dog. Pedaling at those feet. Then your next inhale, we're going to lift up that right leg, lifting through that right foot. Then bending at that right knee, we're going to draw that right hip over, open up through the right hip. On inhale, coming back over towards center, stepping that right foot forward. Inhaling to rise up towards that crescent pose. Then grounding in through that right foot, you're going to bend that left knee, stepping that left foot forward, sinking down towards that chair pose. Then you can either stay here or dropping those hands down to heart center. Then if you choose, adding that twist, drawing that left elbow to the outside of that right knee, relaxing those shoulders, keeping that spine long. Then your next inhale, slowly rotating back up towards center. Then on exhale, folding forward. Inhaling to your halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling to fold forward. Inhaling to come all the way to standing, hands overhead. And exhale, the hands on heart center. Then we'll do the same for the other side. So inhaling, sweep those hands all the way up overhead. Exhaling to fold forward. Inhaling to your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold forward. Then we're going to step back with that left foot. On an inhale, we'll sweep those arms all the way up overhead, reaching up towards that crescent pose. Extend it through the fingers. Then your next exhale, we're going to extend those hands out to the side, reaching out through those fingers. Then on exhale, we're slowly going to lower that left knee down towards the ground, staying in towards that twist, and curling those toes. Then on inhale, we'll sweep those hands all the way up overhead, finding that modified crescent pose. Exhaling those arms out to the side, gaze to the right. Inhaling to center, exhaling towards the right. Inhaling to center. Then one more time, exhaling over towards the right. And inhaling back to center. Your next exhale, dropping those hands down, framing that right foot. Then exhaling to push back, coming up onto that heel. Inhaling to move forward, stretching it through the hips. Exhaling to push back. Inhaling to move forward. One more. Exhaling to push back, maybe going a little bit deeper. Then inhaling to move forward. Then placing those hands, curling those toes under, lifting up, and we'll step that right foot back towards that downward dog. Then your next inhale, we're going to lift up that left leg, bending that left knee, drawing that left heel over towards that right side of the body. Then inhaling, come back to center, stepping that left foot forward. You're going to inhale, sweep those hands all the way up overhead, rising up towards your crescent pose. Then when you're ready, grounding in through that left foot, we're going to step that right foot forward, coming towards that chair pose, staying grounded to the feet. Then exhaling those hands to heart center. And again here, adding that twist if you choose, drawing that right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Keeping a strong bend through those knees, relaxing the shoulders. And just bringing awareness into those inhales and exhales. Then your next inhale, slowly rotating, coming back to center, exhaling to fold forward. Inhaling to your halfway lift, flat back, exhale to fold forward. Inhaling to come all the way to standing, sweeping those hands all the way up overhead, and exhaling those hands on heart center. Then from here, we're going to ground in towards that left foot, slowly lifting up that right knee. And then when you're ready, lifting that right knee all the way up overhead. Then we're going to draw some circles. So exhaling out towards the side, inhaling to come back to center. Just going for 3 rounds on whichever direction you choose first. And then when you're done your 3rd round, going the other direction. Just open up through those hips. Staying strong through that left foot to find that balance. And then when you're ready, shaking that out when you're done those 3 rounds, and then switching sides. Just drawing those circles as big as you need to. I'm going for 3 rounds in each direction. Noticing if one side feels different than the other. And then when you're done, coming back to standing, shaking out those legs. And then this is where we're going to come in towards our dancer pose. So we're going to shift all that weight in towards that left foot, bend at that right knee, bringing that right foot back behind, grabbing onto that right foot. Then we're going to extend that left hand out in front. So I will show you 2 different ways, and then when you're ready, we're going to slowly shift that weight forward, pressing into that hand with that foot, keeping a bend through that left knee, and then you can slowly straighten that as you find that balance. Bringing that gaze forward and staying strong through that core. Then when you're ready, slowly releasing and letting everything go, shaking it all out, and then we'll do the same for the other side. So when you're ready, grounding back in through those feet, bringing all that weight over towards that right side, then slowly lifting up that left knee, bringing that left foot back behind, hand comes out in front, or if you choose, you can have it to the side. Just whichever way works to find balance. If you need a wall, you can use the wall in front of that right hand. You're just going to push through that left foot in towards that left hand, finding that arch through the spine, keeping that chest lifted. Focus on that breath. And then slowly coming out when you're ready, shaking everything out. And then we're going to do the same again on the other side. So this time we're going to bring that hand overhead. And then slowly, as you push that foot up, you're going to drop that left hand down. Just counter out that weight a little bit better if you need to. And then slowly coming back up, sweeping that hand overhead, then exhaling to lower. Shaking it out, and then we'll do the same for the other side. So grabbing onto that left foot, inhaling, sweep the hand overhead, and then exhaling as you fold forward, extending that right hand out, lifting that foot, pushing it in towards the hand. Just trying to lock that gaze into something in front of you that's not moving, just to find that balance. And just focusing on that breath, grounding through the right foot. And then when you're ready, slowly starting to come out, shaking everything out. And that is your dancer pose for day 24. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'm going to show you after this with a strap, just in case you want to use a strap with that, with your dancer pose. So you're just going to place it around that foot and just making sure it's tight so your foot doesn't slip out. Then ground it in towards that opposite foot that doesn't have the strap. And then again, you're going to lift up behind. This is going to help you be able to be able to flip your grip later down in your practice, where you can just grab onto your foot with those hands. So you want to make sure you have an open chest and open shoulders. So you want to be able to grab onto that strap as close as you can to that foot. And if you fall out, you fall out. It's a challenging pose to find that balance, but we just try again. So again, yeah, try and keeping a close grip towards that foot. And this is like flipping the grip, so eventually you'll be able to just grab onto that foot. And I learned to do that against a wall, but I'm a little rusty still. But yeah, that's dancer pose with and without a strap, and we'll see you for day 25.